Hi, everybody. Today I'm going to be talking with Matt, and we're going to have a discussion about patents and trademarks. And Matt, I really appreciate you doing this. Thanks for making the time.
Yeah, no problem, man. That's I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I have some good questions for you, and I think this will help a lot of aspiring entrepreneurs out there, as well as a lot of starting entrepreneurs. Myself, obviously, being one of them. Um, Before we get started, I'll just give you a 2 seconds background about myself, and then I really want to get a lot more into you, Chris, and we'll go through this whole big old list I have. So, first of all, I graduated with my master's degree in chemical engineering, but I ended up catching the entrepreneur bug. So I started up a couple of companies. I have a digital marketing agency and a few others that we'll probably talk about in the future with respect to patenting and patent laws and all that. That's me in a nutshell. Just a serial entrepreneur at this point. Chris, do you mind just to start us out, giving me a little bit about yourself? And I guess if you could just answer the question, what got you started down the path that you're on now? That's what I want.
Thanks, Matt. When I was an undergrad, I majored in electrical engineering, and I had a couple of inventions. I was working at IBM at the time in Boca Raton, Florida, and I had different inventions and some concepts that I was thinking about trying to bring to market. One of the things I discovered is that I just did not have the money and the resources to really effectively fund up these inventions, but it did get me interested in the patent process. And as I worked at IBM and I was a semiconductor developer and a number of different jobs there, I learned more and more about the value and availability of patents and decided I took an interest in it. And then I left IBM to go to law school, but I kept my interest in patents and innovations and things like that.
Cool. Yeah, it's technology. Obviously, we're talking for a reason, right? Obviously, we both love technology and that type of industry and niche. But you've told me a few of your patents. I'm sorry, a few of the previous projects that you've worked on, and you've worked on some really interesting ones. Would you be able to tell us just if you can, the most interesting patent project or client that you've had?
Okay. I'll point this into a little bit of humor. That what I get a lot of is toilet seats. Get a lot of different areas, and also in feminine hygiene products, because these are things that inventors tend to get inspired because they're unhappy with the existing state of products, and they come to me for those. I also get a lot of pet appliances, pet collars, food dishes, things like that,
Huh.
because that's what's on people's minds. These are often people not in the development environment and not potentially, some type of engineer or someone who develops products for a living, but they just realize there's got to be a better way.
So, I mean, what I just heard, and I think it would be safe to say this, is that the best inventions are born out of, not born out of necessity, but born out of people wanting to change something they actively dislike about the world around them or about their life.
Actually, the second way you put it was really succinct and nice, Matt. The second was the first necessity doesn't quite work as well because in a lot of cases there is a solution, and
Sure.
these people just aren't aware of it. But the second one, if they have a decent idea of the market and have done a little bit of their homework and realize it's not out there, that's a much better position to be in. And it doesn't necessarily matter that you're not in the position of inventing and developing products. Sometimes the best inventions come from lay people.
Thanks for watching. Let me know any other topics you want me to discuss. This YouTube channel is to help you. This is for information. I want to hear from you and I want to know what things are on your mind.